The National Association of Realtors says women have outpaced men as home buyers every year since 1981. And Donna Deaton of RE/MAX Victory and Affiliates is here to give us some tips for single women that are buying homes. Thanks so much for coming in.
Absolutely.
You said you've been busy, which is a good thing, right?
Yes.
So why are we seeing more women buying homes?
I think women are just now, they're so used to being professionals and having control, you know, yay for girl power, right?
Exactly.
And, you know, the credit's great for women now. You know, we can buy.
Yeah.
And we're comfortable with that. So we need no one to help, no spousal support, no partner. We can do it on our own.
And what are some tips for those? Because it can be intimidating, especially if you're by yourself in this process, right? You don't have anybody to like maybe lean on and get advice from besides, you know, obviously your realtor and the people that are helping you along, which are always fantastic. But what tips would you give to them starting out?
First of all, know what you can afford. Right?
Yeah.
So get a good lender. Realtors are going to know who's good, who they can trust, who's going to get the job done. So that's going to be your number one priority, is to know what you can afford. You have a lifestyle, right? So you don't want to change your lifestyle. So know what you can afford and still maintain what you like to do. So that's important. Number one. Number two, obviously get a realtor. There are so many steps from contract to close that you need to know those processes before you start.
Yeah.
You know, so that's probably the most important things.
Okay. And then obviously considering your future plans, as you mentioned, prioritize safety and security and don't skip the inspection.
No,
why is that so important?
Do not skip those inspections, because you got to know what you have to maintain.
Yeah.
You know, and as females growing up, you may or may not have had a father figure or a mother figure who taught you these things.
Yeah.
Right? So inspections will let you know what you have to maintain or what to expect, because once you sign that deed, you are that homeowner.
You know what, and within the last like several years, I know the housing market has kind of been all over the place, but the fact that there were some people that were going in and as their negotiation, they were like, we'll skip the inspection.
Yes, and then we did see that happen in the market we just came out of.
Yeah.
And sometimes we are still seeing that happen, but don't do it. Do not do it. You know, most houses are not as is, but some are. And if they are as is, you can still do that inspection. So do it. It's for your knowledge. It gives you that right to terminate most of the time if you need to. So, you know, have it done. And a lot of the times the seller, even though they're saying it's as is, and if it's something crucial, major, they'll take into consideration that.
Okay. And as far as the amount of homes that are on the market, are we still in that competitiveness a little bit?
We are still being very competitive and seeing some multiple offers in most situations, not every single one of them. So yes, it's still a demand for homes. We're still low on inventory. If you're thinking about selling, by all means do it. If you're thinking about buying, don't be scared of those interest rates. You have less competition right now.
Okay.
Lower interest rates, the more competition you're going to have.
Right.
So do it now.
And you can always refinance.
You can always refinance in the future.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And I know some people, because maybe these homes are a little bit higher priced, because of the competitiveness, I think some people are a little hesitant. Is this house going to be worth it several years from now? And I think there is some hesitation there about some people are just choosing to rent because the housing market right now. What would you say to them?
I would say it's just going to get higher.
Okay.
You know, those prices are going to get higher. So don't wait. You know, yeah, we are seeing that. We are hearing that. Some people are renting because they just can't find a house.
Yeah.
You know, still.
Sure.
But don't do that. Don't take that seriousness into, you know, you want to still get a house. That's still your best financial investment ever, right?
Absolutely.
So that it makes sense to buy. You know, don't be scared of that. Don't be scared of the prices, because like I said, lower the interest rates, the higher the prices are going to go, because there's going to be way more competition.
Yeah, well, you always give the best advice. We appreciate you coming in. If people want some of these tips, if they're like, hey, I need somewhere to go where I can get my questions answered, what do you suggest?
RE/MAX.com, or any real estate agent is going to be able to answer these questions.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Sure, of course.
Hey.